Hello, fellow loving souls. Today, we're gonna do a guided meditation on how to remove this illusory sense of I. This was traditionally referred to as the self-inquiry practice. And today, we're going on a journey together into discovery of our true self and seeing the illusion of this I. To start, sit in any comfortable position or gently lie down, but don't fall asleep. And just let this moment be what it is. Whatever this moment is, accept it as it is. Observe the sound around you. There could be noise coming from the background. There could be sensation of the seat that you're sitting on. There could be other sensations within your body. And there's your breath. No matter what they are, in this moment, just let them be what they are. Now, let's ask this first question. Who am I? Who am I really? Once you ask this question, if you wait and look without trying to answer it with a thought, you see that there is some sensation coming from your chest or sometimes to your head. This sensation actually appears quite often in our daily life. Whenever we're communicating with another person, and when we refer to I did this, I did that, I think this, I think that, this sensation is there when you say all of those things. Another occasion that this sensation is very obvious is when we feel we're under attack. Someone pointed at your nose, criticize you. Someone pointing at you, trying to say certain hurtful things, and you feel a need to defend yourself. That sense of self is exactly what you're feeling. The sense of I. This sense of I has a characteristic. It always needs an object. In other words, you have to say, I'm this or I'm that. And the most common of all is the attachment to the body and mind, where it says, this is my body. That's my thought. I'm being attacked. The center of all of the actions, thoughts, seems to be directed and derived from the center of I. However, if we take a closer look at this, what is this I actually? Is there really an I that can be found? First of all, is the I the body? Obviously, the body is regarded as part of the possession, but it's not the source of it, because the body doesn't know itself, but rather you know the body. Is it the feeling sensations inside the body then? Once again, those are just objects that you perceive, and these things come and go, but you always stays here, so those can't be you. Is it the mind? What is mind, first of all? Mind, in its nature, is thoughts. So is I the thought? Well, it does appear that this identification, or this center that derived all of these sense of I, comes from a thought. There is a thought, a concept of I. The thought says there must be a center where all of these actions and thoughts springs from. And I'm the center. But if you take a closer look at it, can a thought be an entity? In the end, the thought is just a thought. It's another object that you perceive within your field of consciousness. So the thought, I, it's not a real entity. It doesn't have any substance to it. Because a thought, like any other thing, is impermanent. Sometimes you have that thought, sometimes you don't. But obviously, your world, your experience of everything doesn't suddenly black out and then have lots of gaps. You see a continuous experience. So, when the thought isn't there, you are still aware. You're still there. So the thought, I, the source of I'm this, I'm that, I'm the body, I'm the mind, that is a thought. And the thought itself also doesn't know itself. You know the thought. So now you see that this thought is not a real entity either. Then is there still an I there? Well, clearly, you're still conscious. You're still here. But you cannot locate yourself in any objects anymore, because they're all just objects in consciousness, and none of them is permanent. Therefore, this sense of I is an illusion. Once you really inquire into it, you will find that it does not exist. So who are you really then? Well, all that is left is just pure consciousness that is aware of the current moment, but it cannot be located in any form. That which knows is our true nature, the pure, knowing presence. It's not a thing that you're looking at. It's the thing that's looking. But this thing is also formless. So you cannot really find it as an object, but you can only be it. By being, we simply mean being conscious. Being conscious of the fact that you're conscious. This is our true self. It's like the sun shining upon all of the form in your experience. You are the illuminating consciousness that illuminate all of the form and experience. You are formless, and you're always free. In this light of consciousness, the sense of I, the ego, is brought into total sunlight. And as the light shines upon it, it becomes transparent. So abide in the state of being conscious. And this is how we see through the illusion of the ego I. By truly looking for it, we find that it does not really exist. And once the illusory I is gone, all that is left is the self, our true nature, pure consciousness. This is also when we realize that all the time we actually are free. It just appears to be confining, limiting when we identify with this illusory sense of I. Awareness is not what you need to achieve, it's what you are. All that is needed is the removal of ignorance, of this illusion of being a separate entity, an I, a body. And when that ignorance is removed, we realign with our true nature. I hope this helps with your journey. Much love and light. Stay well.